What really happens when one of the funniest and sharpest comedians faces off with the most famous Karens? Matt Rife doesn't just answer back, he completely shuts down hecklers with quick, sharp jokes, making sure no insult goes unanswered. Imagine being embarrassed in front of a crowd for just saying a little thing, then watching your attacker get roasted even worse right before your eyes. These aren't normal insults. These are Karens at their angriest, the type who want to shame, embarrass, or cancel someone in public. But Matt, he fights back even harder, turning their own words against them with smart and fast comebacks. Picture the stage heating up, the crowd holding their breath, then bursting into laughter as Matt lands joke after joke, each one sharper than the last. If you've ever met rude or loud Karens, this story is the perfect kind of payback. It's the kind of justice you want to see happen, but rarely does. Over the next few minutes, you'll watch Matt's funniest and most brutal comebacks that will leave you speechless, and maybe even change the way you think about how to roast a Karen. You'll see how Matt stays calm and in control, even when the Karens try to take over the show. He uses his quick wit and confidence to turn the moment around and make the crowd roar with laughter. These moments are not just funny. They show what it takes to win against the loudest hecklers. This video shares Matt Rife's real, no-holds-barred fight against some of the wildest, most stubborn Karens you've ever seen. It's full of laughs, burns, and unexpected surprises. If you want to see how a pro handles hecklers, this countdown of savage comebacks is for you. Get ready for a wild ride of comedy and clapbacks. Watch how Matt turns rude interruptions into pure entertainment, proving once again why he's one of the best at what he does. This isn't just crowd work, it's a full-blown comedy battle, and Matt Rife doesn't miss. So buckle up and enjoy the show. And after watching, ask yourself, what would you do if you faced a Karen like this? The first Karen tries to insult Matt's hair, claiming it looks ridiculous. Instead of getting defensive, Matt fires back with a sharp joke, saying she smells like Marlboro Light even though she has flower tattoos. The crowd bursts into laughter as Matt turns her tough girl act into a punchline. But he doesn't stop there. He ups the game by joking if she works in solitary confinement, highlighting how intense and serious her attitude seems. Anyone who's ever been insulted knows how good it feels to land a solid comeback like this. What started as a small jab quickly becomes a full public roasting. The Karen tries to intimidate, but Matt disarms her completely with humor and quick wit. If Matt can handle this fiery Karen so well, the next showdown with a loud and out-there ASU Karen promises to be even more intense. Next up is the loud ASU Karen who boasts about being out there and tries to shame Matt on stage. Matt doesn't hold back. He mocks her education and delivers a savage line. Easier to beat cancer than what you got. The room goes silent for a moment, stunned by the harshness and wit of his comeback. Matt's roast cuts deeper than a normal insult, showing his skill in shutting down rude hecklers. If you've ever met someone so rude you wanted to shut them down cold, Matt does it with style and precision. The crowd's laughter hides the tension in this intense verbal battle between the brash Karen and the master roaster. After seeing how badly the ASU Karen gets burned, the next test comes with a flirtatious Miami Karen trying a bold belt comment. The Miami Karen tries to flirt with Matt, saying, "Take my belt off." Matt doesn't miss a beat. He fires back with, "Will you hang yourself with it?" The crowd erupts at this dark and funny comeback. Then Matt hits her with a brutal insult about her WNBA playing mom, turning the flirty moment into a knockout blow. This combative banter turns personal quickly, but Matt's timing is perfect. What starts as a playful flirtation becomes a savage roast that leaves the audience shocked and laughing. From the heat of Miami's bold Karen, the next challenge is how Matt deals with a lonely Karen all by herself in the crowd. The fourth, Karen shows up all alone, trying hard to get under Matt's skin. She clearly wants attention, but Matt doesn't let her off easy. He jokes about giving her a comedic facial, a brutal line that makes the audience both cringe and laugh at the same time. This punchline hits on her loneliness, turning what could have been an awkward moment into something hilarious. Anyone who's ever felt out of place at a party can relate to that feeling of being alone, and Matt flips it into comedy gold. The tension between the lonely Karen's insecurity and Matt's sharp wit makes the moment unforgettable. If loneliness can be turned into such a funny burn, how does Matt respond when a wheelchair-bound Karen interrupts a serious story?
What What's the thing on the table in front of her? What are the squares? It's a bunch of words. This bitch on a Ouija board right now? Let me see this thing. Oh, man. Relax, security. You all right, man? She's rushing the stage! Oh, that's so cool. It's just a full keyboard, basically. Simple answers. We have letters, colors, oops, thanks, and shit. The tray has a message on the front. It says, "Hi, I'm Marlena. I use this board to chat. First, I point to a square, then I point to a color of the letter of the word." How old are you guys?
How old are you? Day 2.
Oh, she doesn't have her fucking, my bad. I took her fucking board and asked her.
Next up is the wheelchair Karen, who jumps in during a story about Matt's trans child. Instead of getting flustered, Matt calls the moment a 2.5-some, referencing the X-Men's Professor Xavier in a playful way. The crowd senses a fine line between humor and respect, but Matt walks it perfectly. He never lets an awkward moment pass without roasting it, turning the interruption into a crowd favorite. Here, disability meets sharp comedy, balancing sensitivity with punchy jokes. When a wheelchair Karen can't stop Matt's flow, the next challenge is a hearing-impaired Karen and her interpreter.
Was she gonna file a report? Nah. So fucking sweet. Back to me. I was an orphan. Eye patch, ma'am. You confirm that is an eye patch. It's on the left eye. So you're this one? But
Yeah.
I love how gay you are, though.
I love it too.
What if it's John's eye? How long do you have to wear it for? A week. Oh, this is new. May I ask what happened?
Cornea transplant.
Cornea transplant. You have somebody else's cornea in there? Oh, man.
The hearing-impaired Karen brings her interpreter along, who quickly becomes part of Matt's joke. Matt cheekily jokes about taking out the hearing aid batteries, making the audience laugh while also stirring a little tension over his boldness. This moment shows Matt's style. He spares no one and pushes the limits of comedy. The situation could have been awkward, but Matt uses humor to lighten it up. This is comedy pushing social boundaries, walking the line between being funny and respecting limits. If Matt can handle a hearing-impaired Karen and her interpreter with ease, the next question is how he deals with a Karen trying to be funny about a gay audience member. Each of these moments shows Matt's ability to stay sharp and turn challenging hecklers into unforgettable laughs. From loneliness to disability to sensitive topics, Matt keeps control, proving why he's one of the best at handling the toughest crowds. One of the most intense moments comes when a Karen tries to make a joke about a gay guy named Andre in the audience. Instead of letting the insult slide, Matt quickly jumps in to defend his friend. He flips the situation by making a bold AIDS joke, using comedy both as a shield and a weapon. The crowd cheers loudly, impressed by Matt's fearless approach to a sensitive topic. This moment shows how Matt stands up for those he cares about, even when facing rude hecklers who try to spread hate. The conflict here is clear. Bigotry meets sharp wit, and wit wins every time. After this strong defense, the question becomes, how does Matt respond when a Karen insults something much more personal? His size. Next, a Karen takes a shot at Matt by calling him small. But instead of backing down, Matt turns the insult around with savage confidence. He asks what her standards really are, mocks her for dating a white guy, and then lands a brutal burn about her personal hygiene with a line about Copenhagen long-cut chewing tobacco. The audience is shocked by Matt's boldness, but can't help laughing at his quick thinking. This size joke quickly becomes a full personal takedown, showing Matt's skill at shutting down body shamers like a true pro. What started as an insult ends up being one of Matt's best comebacks. The clash here is between body shaming and unshakable self-confidence, and Matt clearly takes the win. But this isn't just about live shows. How does Matt handle Karens who attack him online? The battle moves to Twitter, where a Karen launches a long, angry attack against Matt over a tweet about airline bag rules. She sends over 60 tweets trying to cancel him for body shaming. Matt calmly fires back, explaining that she took up 2 seats on the plane, which was the real problem. The online fight heats up, but Matt stays cool and refuses to let her drag him down. This feud shows how cancel culture can blow things out of proportion, but Matt's calm and clear responses help him rise above the drama. The conflict here is cancel culture versus personal resilience, and once again, Matt holds his ground. With these fiery Twitter Karens raging, it's natural to wonder, what is Matt's core belief about roasting and respect? Through these moments, Matt shows that no matter where the fight happens, on stage or online, he uses humor as both a weapon and a shield. He defends his friends, shuts down haters, and doesn't let insults define him. These fierce feuds prove that Matt's quick wit and strong heart are his greatest tools in the battle against Karens, no matter how bold or relentless they get. Matt Rife lives by one simple rule. No one is off limits when it comes to roasting. If someone tries to disrespect him, whether they are able-bodied, disabled, or woke, Matt's humor strikes back with no exceptions. This fearless approach is what makes his comedy so powerful and raw. It's also why he has both loyal fans who admire his honesty and critics who say he goes too far. But Matt never backs down because for him, comedy is a weapon against entitlement and disrespect. He doesn't just roast for laughs, he roasts to put people in their place. This equal opportunity roasting is rare and dangerous. Many comedians avoid certain topics or people to not offend, but Matt doesn't shy away. This honesty creates tension between inclusivity and brutal truth. He believes everyone deserves the same treatment on stage, no matter who they are.
Jack would want you to move on. I heart coming.
It's where I'm from! Coming, Georgia.
Go back. Go back right now.
Kira
Kira
Kendall Kelly.
Kendall Kelly. KKK? You guys are all gonna get pregnant by black guys. I can tell already. Because God is good. All the time. Gay? He said, duh. That's your husband? Hi, husband. Nice to meet you guys. Husband, how old are you? 33. You got a sexy accent, dude. Are you Latin or just gay? What was that?
Barranquilla, Colombia.
Barranquilla, Colombia. I don't know what you said, but I think I'm gay now.
This bold style pushes boundaries and forces audiences to think differently about respect, humor, and the rules of comedy. A good example is how Matt handles hecklers with disabilities or sensitive issues. Instead of walking on eggshells, he uses sharp wit to control the situation, keeping the crowd laughing while calling out rude behavior. His philosophy shows that real comedy doesn't discriminate. It challenges everyone equally. So what is the ultimate lesson from all these savage showdowns? It's simple. Standing your ground with humor is powerful. Matt's battles with the wildest Karens prove that when you respond quickly, honestly, and boldly, you can turn insults into wins. His fearless roasting rewrites the rules of how to handle disrespect in real time. In the end, Matt Rife's comedy is more than just jokes. It's a clear message that no matter what, you should never let anyone disrespect you without a fight. And sometimes the best fight is a well-timed punchline. Matt Rife's skill at roasting Karens goes far beyond just making people laugh. It's about standing up against disrespect no matter who throws it at you. In every showdown, Matt shows that comedy can be a powerful tool to take control of a situation where others try to embarrass or shame you. These aren't just funny moments. They are battles over respect and self-worth. The Karens come to the stage thinking they have the power to shame or silence Matt, but he quickly flips the script. Instead of losing control, Matt takes command of the room, making it clear that the real power lies with him, the one who can turn insults into clever comebacks. This shift in control is a key twist in how we think about these encounters. The Karens believe they are the ones in charge, that their rude interruptions will break the flow and shake Matt's confidence. But Matt's quick wit and fearless attitude show that true power comes from standing firm and owning your story. When you don't back down, you don't just survive the attack, you dominate it. The lesson here is simple, but strong. Respect isn't given. It's earned by how you respond to challenges. Behind all the laughter and savage burns, there's a deeper emotional layer. The crowd doesn't just enjoy the jokes, they witness a message of resilience. Matt's sharp comebacks hide a reminder that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity. His humor is a shield and a sword, showing that strength can be found in confidence and quick thinking. In a world where disrespect can happen anywhere, Matt's ability to rise above sends a powerful message about self-worth and courage. Looking back at the whole story, from the first insult about his hair to the toughest online battles, it all leads to undeniable respect for Matt's wit and bravery. What started as a fight between a comedian and rude hecklers turns into a clear example of how humor can empower you to take control, even in the toughest moments. The crowd's cheers aren't just for the laughs, they are for Matt's courage to face disrespect head on. So now the real question is, could you hold your ground as fiercely as Matt does? If someone dared to disrespect you in public, what would you say? Would you freeze? Or could you find your own way to turn the moment around? These battles with Karens aren't just entertainment, they are challenges we all face in different ways. Matt Rife's story teaches us that standing firm with humor and confidence can change the game. When life throws rude interruptions your way, maybe the best response is a quick, clever comeback that shows you're in control. Because in the end, the real power isn't in the insult, it's in how you answer it. Behind every joke Matt Rife makes lies a bigger lesson about confidence, respect, and standing up for yourself by fighting fire with fire. It's not just about being funny, it's about showing that no one can knock you down if you keep your cool and answer back with sharp wit. When you face negativity or rude interruptions, the best tool you have is your own voice, and maybe a little humor to take control of the moment. If you ever come across a Karen or anyone trying to bring you down, remember Matt's example. Respond with grace, confidence, and a quick comeback. That's how you turn an awkward or tense situation into a moment of power. If you enjoyed seeing Matt handle these wild moments like a pro, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fearless comedy moments that push boundaries. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments about your wildest Karen encounter. How would you roast them if you had the chance? We can't wait to hear your funniest, sharpest replies.